Welcome to the spring semester. This is a video tech tip brought to you with 13 things you can try in 2013. The first one is to create a presentation, a Word document, or a spreadsheet for PLC data using an iPad app. So you could work on your Excel and create color and customization. You can use 3D charts. You could use this in your PLC data. You could also create presentations for students. The second thing that you could try is using reading skills using Achieve 3000. So what you would do is open Achieve 3000 on your Promethean board and use an example article to demonstrate how you'd use context clues or navigate the system. You could also use ActivExpression to annotate over the website to find those context clues. And if you want to use Splashtop to use your iPad as the remote to control ActivExpression, which would control your computer and the Promethean board, you could also do that as well. You could also use Achieve 3000 to gather articles that are related to supplement something you're doing in the classroom. So you would create a unit, and what that means is you would assign these articles to your students, and they would take the quiz and do the activities in there, and you would just simply print out the report of how they did and use it for a grade if you'd like. There are pre-made units in Achieve, but you could also customize and make your own, and with exact delivery dates. You could also use the iPad to make your own reading rainbow. So you would record students talking about their books and why they think others should read them. You could also read the books on the iPad using Big Universe. So you could read books just like you would have them in hand, but do it on the iPad. You could also post videos, photos, and student work in your My Big Campus group as a way to showcase student work. You could also document the learning that you're doing in project work using an iPad or your own personal camera. You can create a My Big Campus bundle, which is basically a package lesson that you deliver through My Big Campus. So you can have links to websites, you can have a PDF, a Word document, you can even include videos. And so it would include everything that a student would need to do that lesson on their own. You could also save these lessons to use for next year or just in the future when students want to go back and review the material. You can also create My Big Campus Discussions, which is replicate having a discussion in the classroom, but you can retain it for future use. You can also use this as a way to check for understanding of your students to see what they said on their responses. You can also use My Big Campus Calendars to post when things are due and what's going on as a way to communicate with your students or parents. Because remember, haiku is going away January 31st. You could also create a My Big Campus quiz, which means that it would grade it for you and you simply print out the results. You can also create a ActivExpression quiz, which would grade it for you. So using your ActivExpression, students can either do independently on their own, or you can set a time. Another thing you can do with ActivExpressions is go on a scavenger hunt. So you would put in questions that students don't necessarily do in numerical order. They could scroll around the screen and choose the ones they want to do. And then you could set a time to see who does it the quickest or who has the most right in a certain amount of time. You can create a flip chart that says Student Center. So you could rotate the students through and they can use the manipulatives on the flip chart. And lastly, you can use interactive things on the flip chart, like inserting links to BrainPop, where you can use an activity, a quiz, or a certain video, and pace yourself through your instructional flip chart. So there are 13 things to try in the new year of 2013, incorporating all your technology resources.